today, like I just wanted to show you like a small opportunity, like how to actually think of it. Like the easiest product, as I said before, is basically like this fixed rate product. So like I'm gonna start I'm gonna start with that one. Let's just go here. So basically I loaded up my wallet with $1,000 worth of GHO, which is like the stable coin of Aave. And like what can I say? Like so if I just put $1,000 here, like I can see that I'm able to get here 1,025 PT of Go. And so like on the top here, you see the maturity, which is January 31st, 2026, which is like roughly, I don't know, like 3 months out, roughly.
Yeah.
And this is like the fixed yield that I can earn over that period. So like today, like I would put in $1,000, and then on January 31st, like I would get this back. And I mean, the demo is actually like quite quite boring. I just click here, click on approve. Like this. Okay. Let's just see. And then I click on confirm. Like this.
All right.
And then, et voila. I receive my 1,025 PT tokens that are currently worth like $1,000, but then as it gets closer to maturity, will be worth like $1,025, and that's like the, let's say, like the easy PT use case of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I already explained before, like roughly how it works. Like so like in the beginning, when you split it up into like this fixed yield component and into this floating yield component, basically like the first part of the collateral gets separated from the yield, and then as people like speculate on the gap, sorry, I just got pinged in Discord. Like as people, where was I? I have to let me just turn off notifications and get out of everything else. Yeah, it's like it just bloop, and then
there goes the mind. I
know. Yeah. Okay, where was I? No, basically, then people speculate on the different interest rates. Then, like the value of the PT changes, and there you kind of get like the discount from. And then people say like, oh no, it's overvalued. Oh no, it's undervalued. And then and so like when you tokenize it, you get a discount, and this then matures like towards like the face value of the PT. Here to the $1 basically. Yeah.
All right. And so just for the simple mind, it goes there no matter where the interest rate goes, right? Because this is sort of like for a simple mind, I just get a fixed interest rate.
Exactly.
Instead of one that goes up and down, and I have no idea where it's going to go.
Exactly. This is like this is like the simplicity of it. And this is also like the, let's say, the more easy to understand product, because, and this is also like why I did it with the stable coin, because okay, you know, like GHO will be worth like $1. I mean, hopefully, like on that date, and so you already know, like, okay, over the next 3 months, like I will get like $25 back.
Yeah,
and it's like super straightforward. Yeah. And I mean, there's like, though there is a specific case where like sometimes like if there's a negative interest rate, like I don't know, like if the protocol like the underlying protocol somehow has like a negative event where like something loses value, so you get like, I don't know, like a negative interest rate, then the PT holders would take the loss as well, like, of course. But yeah, like this barely ever happens, but it can happen.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've never noticed it, but it might have happened, of course, without me even noticing it. If it was very short and a little bit, then it,
yeah.
All right.
Then, like, to move into like maybe the yield leverage stuff. It's actually where do I have something? I think on this pool. Do I though? Let's just check. Oh yeah, this one. Wrap type. Okay. I mean, so basically this gets more complicated. But so basically, to explain the product like more from a like from a user perspective, so now that we have like the fixed yield case out of the way, now it's more about like the other side of the equation. And so basically, like as I explained before, you are tokenizing the yield rights, or like the yield stream, like in this case, for example, until December 31st, 2025. And so like this is just like a very, very minor position that I have in the hyperliquid or hyper EVM ecosystem, where yeah, basically I just like staked a bit, and I'm just exposed to like the yield that is there. Like how this one works. So let me actually just open like a position. So like I think if I just do it with gas tokens, it's like a bit weird. Let's just state the same example of staked Go, and hope that why doesn't it show anything? Shouldn't be at 0%. What the implied APY? Okay. Let me just. Okay, we'll just go to some stables that another stable coin that shows like some normal values. Okay, yeah, this one. Okay. So basically, like I'm showcasing like the yield token example now on the case of USR, which is the stable coin of Resolve. Like as I explained before, like you have this like this yield stream, and but you also have like an actual yield. So when we go back to like the first example of tokenizing $1,000, and like let's say today the yield is like 10%, but you expect it to be like, I don't know, at 12% or like 15% or whatever, like in the coming days, then there's like an opportunity for a trader to basically say, hey, I'm gonna buy the yield rights that are like in an AMM, and then basically make the money on that on that difference.
If it turns out to be true, then
Exactly.
then it's actually worth something, right?
Exactly. And like from the pricing perspective, this is always like what is kind of a bit difficult to understand. Like if you're not familiar with like interest rate trades, like when is it actually profitable? And like the simple formula is like when the implied APY is lower than the base APY. Like then there's actually like a not really an arbitrage opportunity, but a carry trade opportunity, like where you. I mean, it's also a carry trade opportunity, but basically, then you can buy the rights, and then you basically make like you're in profit. Basically, does that make sense? Or,
as long as so as long as the blue line is above the green line here, you can make some money.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No, this is this is the right intuition. Yeah.
So clearly, if I would do something like this, it would really be a degen doing it, because it's I have no clue. Like, it's a ball, so click.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, like, it's actually like quite interesting. Like I mean, as I said before, there's like the opportunity for multiple different interest-bearing tokens there. And like with interest-bearing tokens, I don't just mean like for example LSTs or stablecoins, which are of course like the like big let's say interest-bearing tokens, but it can also be on, for example, liquidity pool tokens, which we have also done before, like for some mostly stablecoin liquidity pools, and also it can be like quite fun. There's like actually one kind of like an Ohm fork, Olympus DAO, that like back in the day, and all the crazy forks that were there, like basically you can also tokenize the rights to like those emissions games, like DeFi games that were like quite popular, and yeah, like to the degen side, this is also like pretty fun, that you can then like speculate on the emissions and stuff like that. Gives it another layer, another game theory lever to pull and to play. Yeah.
To your dopamine, like
yeah, exactly. And I mean, like if you remember like those times, like and I mean. That you had like some crazy APIs, because like how it works when you actually buy it, like you buy the stuff on leverage. So for example, like here, like if I spend okay, like if I spend $100 basically on this one, like I get leveraged exposure to the yield. So for example, like if I buy like $100 worth of yield tokens of Resolve, I actually get an exposure to like $5,000 of the underlying, and this is like basically a 53x leverage, like in this case. So for like $80, so you get exposed to that yield. And so like if you have some stupidly high yielding, almost Ponzi like economics and a system, then this just gets amplified. Like I mean, I would lie if I say like there's like it would, or like it has product market fit, but it's like what's technically possible, definitely. And I mean, there has been a protocol that did something like this, and it's like fun. Like if you imagine, like back then it was like 9 million % APY, right? But like even if you have like a 10, 20, 30, 40x leverage on on those like super high yielding, let's say, like rather DeFi games, it's a lot of fun. Like there's probably also a way like to gamify this entire thing. For now, it's probably more just game theory nerds that are fighting with each other, I guess. But
I guess you could like make a round table and people throwing in money, and
and I mean,
the same, but
and I think that's actually like what kind of happened, because like with this specific game, because like they had like a very sophisticated PVP system where you have to declare taxes like in front, and then like you get then if you declare it too low you can get sniped, and then like the game itself was like super complex, and yeah, and the emissions on top, and then you have to kind of think like how do you do that. But I mean, it's just a very, very niche subset of DeFi degens, I would say, that engage in those games, but
there is always one around. So
indeed, and here's one of them sitting. One of them is sitting.
Clearly, you get very enthusiastic when you talk about something like this, and I'm like, oh, I'm not touching that. That sounds like something I might get addicted to. That's not healthy.
Yeah. I mean, especially like once like people start gamifying it more. Like for now, I think it's like still in this early phase of DeFi, still like where I'm not sure. Like, I mean, if you look into Solana and like the meme coin stuff, okay, well, just rambling a bit,
rambling and thinking out loud. All right. Yeah. Is there something else you want to show us?
I mean, like there's also like if you think about like how do I actually make money? Okay, like if you want to go and be like super conservative, like fixed rates, probably on stable coin could be a way like where you could lock in interest rates. Like here, this is like the yield tokens are more like the stuff where you have to be a bit more sophisticated, kind of like thinking about when, like, where's the interest rate gonna be. I mean, there's also
basically watching the news the whole time to see what's going on.
And see and it's
trying
like
to get ahead of it.
And I mean, like I think that like what like the actual use case for this is actually for more sophisticated actors like hedge funds, family offices, like some like smart players basically that are familiar with something that is called like a carry trade. So for example, like what they can always do is like I don't know, like you see something that is currently yielding like 17% or something, you can buy the rights for it at 11% like implied APY. So you have like kind of this spread in yield, and then if you already like those guys are usually like using leverage, like depending on the sophistication of it, and so for example, like they have I don't know, like $1 million on Aave where they're earning 4%, and they borrow something for 6%, and then they just buy the yield rights on leverage just to earn like the 17%, and then use that kind of to pay back their like the money that they borrowed, and like, but those are like really those are like the main or the most important strategies, but it's mostly for institutional players or people who really know what they're doing.
It sounds also like you have to be behind your computer quite a lot to make sure that nothing goes out of sync.
Yeah, I mean, yes, like if you do it manually, for sure, but like those strategies are like usually automated, like like those are usually automated.
Yeah, otherwise it would go nuts. You could only run one at a time, and you'd be like,
yes, yeah, for sure. But right. And then like maybe also what is also always possible is as with any or not with any DeFi protocol, but like similar to like how it works on Uniswap or on Curve or like other AMMs, you can of course also provide liquidity for different pools. So it's like and here you can also think about like how does it work technically. Or let's first explain the why before I go into like how does it work technically. So basically, like when you have this to go back to the example of $1,000 like on Aave, and you split it up into the PT and into the YT, like the collateral is still the same, right? Like you still have those, let's say $1,000 deployed deployed on Aave. Now it's just split up. And so like if you are a liquidity provider who wants to provide liquidity, then you can do that, and then you basically make the market as a liquidity provider for the people who want to speculate on the interest rate. And I mean,
so it's the liquidity instead of having to have a market maker. It's a pool.